He knocked me over. I landed on the dog bowl.
This one's wife. Harry is for the chop. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Given the fact that it's been a month since old Fanta Pubes and the Duchess of Delusion have been seen in public together, and the fact that Harry has been away from his wife for a number of weeks and hasn't been seen in person just recently, this has led to rampant speculation about what is going on. Some suggest that Harry is hiding outside of the country ahead of a potential Trump win in the forthcoming presidential election because of the concerns that that would have upon his visa application. There are others that suggest that his absence is as a consequence of certain disclosures that will occur in relation to the case against P. Diddy. You will recall, for instance, that Jaguar Knight has alleged that Harry and this one's wife are caught on some kind of video, that they have a Diddy tape like many other people. We've yet to see this tape, and we've yet to hear anything about what they are supposedly have done, other than Jaguar Knight suggesting that they are on one and that they've got something to hide. Might it be that Harry is staying out of the way because of that? There are others that suggest that he might be in rehab, that the toll of the sustained devaluation that he's experienced from the narcissist combined with his own drug abuse has proven too much for him, and therefore he is seeking help. Then again, it has been suggested that divorce papers are being shuffled, that the petition has been organised, and that Harry is staying out of the way, liaising with lawyers whilst this is all done. Or there are others that suggest that it is a separation that has taken place and divorce is on the horizon but has yet not been initiated. Whatever it might be, naturally there's plenty of speculation about it, alongside, no doubt, a healthy dash of people saying, please, please let it be divorce. Radar Online have reported, through Joshua Wilburn, as follows. She's cleaved through so many staff, she's been dubbed everything from Duchess Difficult to a mini dictator. See parts passim for the explanation as to why this one's wife has such a high turnover of staff. Big clue, it's linked to her narcissism. RadarOnline.com can now reveal this one's wife is set to make Prince Harry her next chopping block victim, as rumours explode that the pair have secretly separated. After butchering her ties to everyone from her dad, non-intimate secondary source that she disengaged from, the royal family with Megxit, disengagement from other non-intimate secondary sources, and her closest friends, including Jessica Mulrooney, another non-intimate secondary source disengaged from, experts say the ruthless ex-actress is on the road to make her split from henpecked husband, in other words, an individual who is subjected to a sustained devaluation, to make her split from henpecked husband Harry official. Royal biographer Hugo Vickers said about her ruthless habit of taking the axe to her relationships when they served their course, people usually act in character, and they usually act on form. Or in other words, she is a narcissist, she uses people. Some people get used and then cast to one side and she never returns to them. Some people are used and put on the shelf and then she goes back to them again at a future point. But the fact is, because she is a narcissist, subconsciously she sees people as objects that are there to be used, they are to be controlled, they are to be there to be used for the obtaining of fuel, character traits and residual benefits. That means that where somebody has proven of use and is no longer of use because she moves through different strata, then the result is that people get cast to the side. This is typical of narcissists. Narcissists invariably only bother with you because of the necessity of the prime aims. That's what drives their behaviours. Or in your world, you only seem to hear from the narcissist when they want something. And if you can't offer anything any more to the narcissist of course can control you by staying in a position of withdrawal, having nothing to do with you, And then focusing on other people. Hugo Vickers states, I hate to say it, but her form is that she dumped her father, she dumped her first husband, she dumped her Canadian chef lover. She dumped Jessica Mulrooney, she then dumped the entire British royal family. So who is going to be next for the chop? I think, inevitably, probably Prince Harry. And there'll come a time when she'll think that she doesn't need him. Multiple sources have referred to Harry as a henpecked husband, which actually is the common parlance for somebody who finds themselves in the sustained devaluation. And experts fearing for the prince's future say he could also be set to become victim to this one's wife's infamous tell-all interviews if he ends up being divorced by the Duchess. Well, if she gets in first, it very much depends on what the terms of any divorce will be as to whether she can engage in a tell-all interview. Naturally, her narcissism will be straining to have her tell her truth. It'll want her to control the narrative by explaining to all of these people, my hell with Harry. And of course, it will cause her to revise history. It won't cause her to tell the truth of how she's behaved towards him with her devaluing behaviours, because she is blinded to that. She either doesn't see that she does it, or where she knows that she's treated him badly, it was merited and deserved because he did something bad to her first. And the necessity of facade management will mean that if ever she were to engage in tell-all interviews, she would not tell you precisely what had happened, but instead she would detail it in terms of she's the victim and he is the perpetrator. That is a common narcissistic manipulation post the ending of the relationship, whether Harry gets in first by escaping or whether she disengages from him. As I've explained before, it remains to be seen whether that would actually happen, of course, because it may be part of any divorce settlement that in order to pay her off, she has to keep stum about what's gone on. The royal family, no doubt, who would be assisting Harry should any divorce proceedings become on foot, and his lawyers would be strenuously ensuring that she is kept to silence. They ought to, because they ought to understand, as they've been advised, expertly advised, that she is a narcissist and what that means. Vickers added, I don't know when she might make that particular call, and it's not for me to speculate, but you know she'll probably somehow put him in the wrong. Of course she will. She's a narcissist, she blame shifts, so that she can say that she's a wronged woman. Of course she will. She's always the victim. And he's just behaved like all the others. Naturally, the narcissist sees everybody else as having let them down. I mean, I don't think she ever admits that she's wrong about anything. No, she never admits it, because she can't see that she's ever done anything wrong because her narcissism never lets her get to that point. But Vickers states, I feel very sorry for Prince Harry because I think he's in a very difficult place at the moment. I think he has been for some time. I don't think that her projects have done Harry any good. Or, put in the actuality of what's going on, Prince Harry has been experiencing the sustained devaluation for years, punctuated by respite periods where the golden period has returned. He's been ground down by it, he's been abused, and either he is gearing up for divorce or she's gearing up for divorce. He because he's escaped, she because the disengagement trigger has been activated. It remains to be seen whether this is the case. But given her past form of the way that she's treated people, objectifying them and utilising them in the way that she has, and also the increased speculation that has taken place as of late, the suggestion is that Harry is for the chop. Do you think that's the case? Do you think divorce is imminent? Or do you think this is just more publicity seeking by the Sussexes, that they are generating all of this buzz about them in order, of course, for her to receive the fuel? Or do you think that it is something that's going to happen, and it's going to happen very soon? Or do you think it will happen, but not just yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.